Alright, 9 o'clock. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and gorillas. Got ourselves a special weekend stream today. Why is it special? Because we're playing Majora's Mask. In my opinion, the greatest game ever made. And also, what makes it doubly special is we are going to be doing the Cafe and Anju side quest. Here's the deal. I don't fully remember how to do it. I actually don't fully remember how to do it offhand. I know bits and pieces. I know that there are some pivotal moments. I know that there is a fork in the path where we have to choose between an empty bottle and a mask. Obviously, we are prioritizing the mask. And I think that's about it. Yeah, so lots to do. Very similarly to what we did 2 weeks ago, where I was thinking that like we would do the Snowhead Temple, then focus on side content, only to find out there wasn't very much side content we can do at the time. But now, this week, we're going to get the Cafe and Anju side quest done immediately, and we're going to see what other masks that we can get, because I know that we also have to get both of the spider houses. That's a huge one. I'm trying to think of other ones off the top of my head, but we have 13 out of the 24 required, and I think the Cafe and Anju side quest has like 5 in total? 4 or 5 masks in total that we would have to get, so yeah, and then that leaves like the additional 4 or 3 that we get for the, let's see, that we get for the spider houses. There's a lot going on, but first, before we continue, good morning everyone, how is everyone doing today? Special day today, Cafe and Anju. I don't think I'll need a guide for this one. But yeah, there is quite a bit. Because I think there are like 3 masks that I still need to get from the Ikana region. There is the Garo mask, the Gibdo mask, and the Giant mask. After that, it's fair game. Good morning, RPG Slayer Lord the First. Okay, I guess the first thing we should go about doing... Okay, do you know what? Like what we did last week, we're gonna have to manage our time accordingly. This is very different. Usually how I would play this game is that I would like be very laser focused on one thing at a time. But I think we can actually try to go for the more efficient route. And... okay, because yeah, I know that we're gonna need to get the Garo mask eventually, but I think we can do that while waiting. I think there's a certain point in the game where we do need to wait for stuff to happen. Alright. Trying to think of other things I need to equip. Nothing comes to mind. First thing we need to get is the Cafe mask. Cafe mask is free. We literally just go to Cafe's mom and then she gives us the mask, so that's 1 out of the 24 that we need in total. Yeah, but we have like, we need 10 more masks before we can get the Fierce Deity's mask, which is nice. From 10 a.m. Okay, so it's open at 10 a.m. and that's the only time we can start the quest, yeah? So in the meantime, I may as well also get some of the rupees that I need. Oh, there's a lot of stuff that we could potentially do, which is fun. There's so much stuff that we could potentially do in that time span, which is great. So that's kind of thing about Majora's Mask. I think one of the common complaints, and it's not completely unjustified why people think this way, but the fact that they give you so much time to manage, or like they're required to manage, and then if you don't manage it properly, you feel like you're waiting for a very long time. There's a lot of downtime, especially early on. I think early on is when the most downtime happens. But the thing about Majora's Mask is that if you know where you're going, if you're good at managing that time properly, you can actually get a lot of stuff done with very little downtime. How are you guys this week? Oh, bit of an update. Well, personal update for the playlist. I don't really want to call it a backlog anymore because, let's face it, I'm just buying new games specifically so I can play them. I don't really have anything saved up so much as it is. Like, I'm not really stockpiling anything, but I recently beat The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds for the first time, and it's the first time I've ever done so. It's a very big deal for me because I've never played it. I was in my first year of college, that was back in 2013. First year of college, I was interested in it, kinda. I remember that there was like, yeah, A Link Between Worlds was a very, very important game for a lot of people because that was The Legend of Zelda going back to its open-ended roots. And I think that was very refreshing to see. I was very, very happy with that. I liked the idea that in A Link Between Worlds, you could progress the game at your own ordering and at your own pace. You could rent out the items early on, and that'll like affect how you could look at the world differently based on what tools you had available, what tools you could afford. And it was just really, really well done. The dungeons, they're very short, but very sweet. Short and sweet's the way to go, I think, for a lot of dungeons, instead of overstaying their welcome. They tend to, like, focus on one gimmick. It actually kind of reminded me a little bit of the Divine Beasts, where, like, they have, like, a single gimmick that is building up to something. And I thought that was really, really fantastic, that each of the dungeons had something memorable, and they were really fun to go through. And the boss mechanics were well done. I don't know, I always had a soft spot for 2D Zelda bosses. It's a mix between 2D bosses having very intuitive mechanics, because, you know, we've been developing them for so long, compared to 3D, where it's like they kind of have to up the ante every single time. And the thing is, when it comes to the 2D Zelda games, because this one was heavily based on A Link to the Past, and A Link to the Past had some really nice boss fights, and in this one, it was there too, but a lot less punishing than A Link to the Past. I know A Link to the Past had some really brutal boss fights. If you didn't collect all the heart containers, you were pretty much just signing yourself up for trouble. But in the case of A Link Between Worlds, they were very generous. It is possible to fully upgrade your sword. I'm pretty sure it's possible to fully upgrade your sword if you're willing to leave dungeons midway through. Yeah, really good game. Highly recommend. I'd say that A Link Between Worlds is one of the few games. Well, it's on the short list of games where I would highly recommend it if it was your first Zelda game. Between that and Twilight Princess, I would say. The reason why I say that is that both of them are very streamlined with their own sense of identity in how they're streamlined. Basically, what I mean by that is, like, Twilight Princess, very modern, very, very straightforward game. And that would be a very good drop-off point for people that are completely new to the series or only familiar with those kinds of games. Whereas A Link Between Worlds, it's more in line with how traditional Zelda always strove to be, but with modern quality of life updates, which is very, very important. Yeah, between this and Twilight Princess, both great games for their own respective purposes. Do I need opponent now? It is 7. Yeah, we didn't really waste any time at all, so that's good. What games have you guys been playing lately? I told you guys last week that I beat Dragon Quest XI, which I enjoyed. I never played a Dragon Quest game before that. Yeah, Dragon Quest XI, we had Link Between Worlds, which I beat 2 days ago, I think. And yesterday, I started Drakengard 3, which is in the same series as Nier from 2010 and Nier Automata from 2017. They're both great games, not for the faint of heart. Oh boy, this is how we're gonna start our day, by racing and embarrassing ourselves. I actually kind of forgot how to do these. No! No! Oh, that's so annoying! I didn't realize. I should have saved. Oh, man. It was right at the end. Okay, okay. I forgot completely. So it's morning, so my thumbs are a bit moist. Here we go. Okay, what I should have done, I should have saved at the very final stretch. We should preserve like 3 carrots at a time. This is how I always did it. That's how I always did it for the Twilight Princess. It's always how I did it for Ocarina of Time. So why are we not doing it today? Oh, this is so exciting. Actually, I need to boost until we reach this one. Okay, now we gotta be a little more conservative. There we go. I think that I only need to do it once, right? Okay, we only need to do it once. But yeah, that's the secret to it. It's just that I had to remember. I completely forgot. But the secret to it is just that you need to be like at full speed at that final stretch, and that may mean expending like 2 carrots before you hit it, before you hit the first jump. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. What else can we do? We have 3 empty bottles, which is important for the Gibdo well. We might as well, actually. Yeah, okay. Because, yeah, it's not... We have to wait until 10 o'clock. Ow. Okay, might as well wear the Gibdo mask. Oh, so not Gibdo mask, the Garo mask. And I think we can open the way to the canyon. Oh yeah, honestly, like the N64 era of games, like it's actually not that different from most eras of games where, or most eras of consoles where it's very easy to look back on like the very, very big ones and think, oh man, we took those old generations for granted. But to be honest, like the N64 had a lot of junk on it, but it did have some really, really good gems, hidden or otherwise. Okay, I think this should do it. Oh, I can shield in time. I unlocked the Song of Storms last week, so that's fine. I've always wondered how the Gorman brothers got a hold of this mask, if it belonged to, like, the leader. Okay. Go. I'm trying to think of, like, other stuff that we could potentially be getting here. The heck? It looks really good. Wait, do I just beat these by shielding? These are creepy. Okay. Yeah, no, it's interesting because, yeah, the N64 era, I wasn't even really into games around that time period. Oh, come on, man. I wasn't really into that time period myself because I was too young to have a game console. I'm terrible at this game. I should have just worn the stone mask. That would be much easier. What am I hurrying for? It's interesting looking back, though. I find that the older I get, I start to lean more towards older stuff. Not because I think that that era of games was strictly better, but I did have to notice that a lot of those games had to cut the necessary corners in order to make sense of, like, you know, how to convey a story. Which is something that, like, we're more sophisticated these days. We don't have to worry about that kind of creativity as much. Which is good too. There's nothing wrong with that. But I do miss that, like, that lack of refinement. Oh boy, I hope I can make it in time. Okay. As I recall, there is a mini game that earns me a piece of heart somewhere down there beneath the waterfall, but I don't think I can get it just yet. I think I need to beat the dungeon in order to access it. Oh gosh, look at these awesome wall textures. Look at that. This is art. You can stare at it all day. It's the perfect coloration. Alright. We have half an hour until 10 o'clock on this game. Not close enough. Huh. Oh, is it this one? There we go. Why would you... Oh, okay, it's just an optical illusion. Do I need a fairy? No, I need to save. I'm trying to think of where I can get bugs. Okay, you know, we have that open. I think I need to open up the... I have to obtain the key to the stockpot inn. I don't have to. It is possible to do it. It is possible to get into the stockpot inn without the key, but I figured, now let's have some fun with that. Playing Doom 1 or Quake 1. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. The thing I like about this playthrough too is that it's me trying to learn, or trying to do everything from memory, which is a lot of fun. It's nice getting into a Zelda game, or re-getting into a Zelda game, kind of forgetting a lot of it, and then seeing how much of it I do remember. Hello? Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, so I guess the Goron already got here. Gotcha. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, the nice thing about this game is that if you forget that first step, then... like, you're not completely screwed. Which is very rare for this particular game, because I know in this game there's a lot of instances where, like, you miss one step, it throws the entire thing overboard. It's actually part of the reason why I wanted to get a guide for... just for this segment, just so I don't frustrate myself and you guys watching at home. Hey, Samuel RT, how you doing? Yeah, it was always great. Like, the replayability of this game, it lends itself to that, and honestly, it's one of the only games that does that, though. Like, this is actually a very, very sophisticated game. And I don't want to say just for its time, either, but also just in general. It's very... It's like, you know, it has all these different little schedules that all these characters go on. Okay, so that's the first one. Now, but yeah, that's the thing though, like, there's all these little schedules that are going on. Each of these characters have a thing to do, and you're getting involved in their lives as the main character. I've mentioned many, many times before, but it's worth repeating that part of what makes the Legend of Zelda series so special is that the stories aren't about some grand plot with numerous threads that unravel as you progress through the game. It's a game about heroism and how each of the scenarios that you're put through work towards you overcoming struggle and being a hero yourself. And it's great. It's very simple, but just because something is simple, it doesn't mean it lacks depth. Okay, wait. Whew. Okay, let's think about this for a second. To get cafe, we have to wait for the mailman to come in, right? Yeah, well, okay, so we need the mailman to come in, and after that, I have to go to the laundry pool, yeah? Oh boy, I'll figure it out. I think that is literally the next thing I have to do, because after that... Okay, wait, so just completely doing this from memory. It's like... Yeah, you know what, okay, I'm just gonna assume that we need the postman. And after the postman, then I think it's on the second day? Something like that. So yeah, okay, well, we'll see. Well, I'm pretty sure this is how it goes. I've had to do this multiple times when I was younger, but it's easy to forget. Oh my goodness, I love the look of this game as well. Again, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, here's the thing. When it comes to playing older games, I know that there are a lot of videos out there that saying, ew, this game looks awful. What was this? Was the game made on a toaster? But, like, I mean, it is inferior technology. There's no way getting around it. This game was made on inferior technology. Obviously, it's going to look worse, but I don't see why that needs to be made such a big deal of. It's more important to consider the actual quality of the content instead of the look of it. Obviously, it's not to say that looks aren't, you know, looks aren't important. Presentation goes a long way. Oh boy. Yeah, there's a lot to consider. Is it possible to not get the Ocarina of Time at the start of the game? I think you just lose. I think that's all that happens. I think... Well, I don't know. I'm purely just thinking of, like... You just straight up lose. And then you have to start from the very beginning of the game. At least on this version. It only makes sense that that would happen. Let's see. See, that's exactly what I'm saying, though, is that older games needed to get creative with how they presented their games. They had to combine like the smoke and mirrors aspect of games with, like, you know, like, you have to make it fun to control as well. There's a lot of layers to it, and it goes a long way when you have to get creative with how you present your game in order to make it look good. Because, yeah, like, this game has no voice acting, this game has very limited graphics, but I still get chills looking at some scenes of this game. Okay, here we go. Also, is the volume okay for you guys? I should have asked. Okay, wait for him to leave. This is so creepy. 11:30. Okay, is there anything else that I need to do today? 3. Oh, we don't have to worry about that. That's the all-nighter mask. Whew. I think that's it. I think that is the only other thing that needs to be done. Oh yeah, the get in 10 seconds. There's a technique to it. I wish I did it on stream. I did it off stream. Oh. Oh, actually no, we don't have to fuss about this. But yeah, what I wanted to say is that with the 10-second timer, there's a bit of a technique to it. Obviously, everyone knows that if you put on the bunny hood, the timer will stay. But essentially, like, you have, I think, 0.5 seconds before the button press results in a stop. Like, you do have to account for that 0.5 seconds, so you have to actually technically press the button at, like, 9.5 seconds, depending on how fast or slow you are. It's fun, though. Yeah, like, a game like Breath of the Wild is still going to look good in years to come. Primarily just because, yeah, it understood its art direction, it understood what it wanted to look like, and even though it may not be, like, insanely detailed, it's the fact that the whole tapestry of the game itself, it understood when to give you a very fantastic view. It understood how to set the scene. Oh yeah, wearing the bunny hood keeps the time, but even then though, like, that's like half the battle. You also have to consider, like, the little delay. But I guess using a stopwatch would work too. That's what I did for A Link Between Worlds, actually. In A Link Between Worlds, I had to... There was a Rupee Rush minigame, and in that particular minigame... 11:30... And at that minigame, you had to... What's it called? You had to collect the rupees within 30 seconds, and then come back to the entrance and talk to them, and then you get a multiplier bonus based on how much time you had before the 0 hit. And I think if you were less than 0.1 seconds, you would get like a triple multiplier, which is the biggest one, so you had to be very precise. And I had to use a real-life stopwatch for that one. Oh yeah, I recently replayed Skyward Sword, and I think my perception of it is a lot different from how it was back in 2011. At first I didn't like it all that much, but I think after playing games like Breath of the Wild, after playing a bunch of other games that were non-Zelda games, I started to appreciate for what it tried to do. It was a very interesting thing, but basically, I could talk about this all day. I guess I have time to, because I have to wait until, wait, sorry, 11:30? Yeah, at 11:30. So, the general idea is, actually no, we might as well wait inside. Skyward Sword was good, it's just that it was a bit... Okay. No, Skyward Sword was really good, it's just that it had some weird issues here and there, which aren't a deal breaker, but I feel like the problems of Skyward Sword are blown out of proportion. Because it has some really good level design, has really great dungeon layout design and puzzles to it. The problem with Skyward Sword stems mostly from the, we want to make a Zelda game to appeal to everyone, but the problem with trying to appeal with everyone is that somewhere along the way you are going to alienate someone. And there's no way that you can avoid that with that kind of mindset. The reason why I say that is because the thing about Skyward Sword is that people complain about it being too tutorial heavy, and I get it, but I'd say that it is justified in the sense of Skyward Sword because Skyward Sword wants to introduce a bunch of ideas. There are so many ideas that Skyward Sword wanted to put up, but they just threw so much though. But that's kind of the thing, they wanted to make sure that the casual audience would, they would have the information and not be frustrated when things weren't working because they had to painstakingly explain to them over and over again. I have this stove in Animal Crossing. Anyway, the other thing about Skyward Sword is that it also wants to appeal to like the core demographic by having a lot of different challenges available, but again, like they went about it in such a strange way that, again, they were trying to appeal to both the casual audience and the core audience. And the ironic thing about Breath of the Wild is that it was, like, very primarily geared towards the core audience. It did not explain very many things to you. You were pretty much just given a free rein on doing everything. But ironically, it ended up appealing to both audiences, the casual and the core audience, because it was just that intuitive. And it is the highest selling Zelda game. There's a lot of factors that contribute to that, but even before 2020, like 2020 was a huge spike in sales for Breath of the Wild, but even before then, though, everyone wanted to get a piece of this game simply because there was something for everybody that everyone could appreciate. So yeah, that was kind of the thing, though. Like, Skyward Sword has a lot of great ideas, and they were very, very well done, but it wasn't confident in the player's ability to actually engage in those, and that shows in a lot of the core game design. But yeah, and then you compare that with Breath of the Wild, where that makes it the most ironic part, is that Breath of the Wild had little tutorials. It was purely intuition that would teach you how to play this game. Okay, here we go. Do I have to keep this on for the... let's see. Wait, I have to wait for the morning, right? But I actually do have to wait until the morning? Is that what it is? Oh boy, let's figure it out. Yeah, the Lanayru Sand Sea was a lot of fun. I love the rail cart segments. Actually, anything to do with Lanayru, I actually really enjoyed. Okay, letter. When that happens, I guess we'll just go straight to the laundry pool. Oof. Okay, what I'll do is I'll slow down time, put on the bunny hood. That'll give me all the advantage I need. Mr. Quick, am I winning? You know the answer to that. The answer is always a resounding no. Okay. Oh boy. Wait, so I have to wait for him to... I'm assuming I have to wait for him to get to the mailbox? Okay, well, my C-stick isn't... Okay, I guess I need to wait for him to come out. that's when I make my move. I think. It's not like I had to give it to him in person, right? Yeah, I'm doing the Cafe and Andrew side quest to get the couple's mask. I might as well do this before going to Ikana. Oof. I'm trying to do this all by memory, but like, I'm actually getting a little bit worried about this. It's strange structure. Because like there's a bunch of different steps to it, but then you need to do it properly. And I think I'm worried that making one mistake is going to derail the entire thing. I think I remember like that happened to me the last time I streamed this game. What times? Actually, do you what? How about we just look it up right now? We're gonna expose ourselves as frauds, but. Because yeah, we have to wait for him to appear, right? Okay, wait, so the postman's gonna come around. Oh, okay, I get it now. So it's not actually Cafe that picks it up. It's gonna be the postman. So we've been here a while now. Someone prompt me. It would be. Oh yeah, I still have to get the Don Garro's mask too. So I'm at 13 masks right now. Well, no, 14 masks. So after this is gonna be the postman's hat and the couple's mask. And the Keaton mask, so that's 3 out of the 9. Then there's the Gibzo mask, the Giant's mask, then there's the All-Nighters, the Mask of Truth. We need... need 2 more. Wow, what is this? Oh yeah, then there's the Don Garro's mask, that's 8 out of 9. Don Garro's mask... And... seem to be forgetting something. Oh, man. I'm glad to see that there are more people that are watching the Xenoblade guides that I made. They were a long time ago, but I think the more and more I think about it, because obviously there are updated guides with better strategies out there, but the angle that I've always wanted to go at it wasn't necessarily how to delete enemies as fast as possible, even though that is a valid strategy. It's a great strategy, but I also like the idea of just, like, taking each individual blade and then trying to make each of their attributes shine. I'm trying to get all the masks, yeah. I'm trying to think of, like, wait, what am I missing, though? Hang on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15. Oh, we're at 15 masks. Huh. 15, so we need... Yeah, okay, so, okay. If it's 15, then... Okay, so yeah, no, I counted correctly then. There's 8 more masks that we have to get, and then there's the final mask. So there's the Gibzo, there's the Giant's mask, which are in the main quest. Then there is... Let's see... I really like this frog animation. Yeah, so there's those 2 masks, then there's the Don Garro's, then there's the Keaton, Couples, Postman's hat. Postman's hat, and then the 2 spider houses. Okay. This is a long time waiting, but... I quite liked the gacha elements. I can understand why people don't like it, but to be honest, it's not like we're spending real-life money, and it is very easy to farm them up, and there are ways in which you could stack the odds in your favor. But yeah, there are, like, I think there's a bunch of techniques, though, which I never needed to use, because for me, like, you know, making content on YouTube meant that I would be just naturally accumulating a bunch of stuff. But farming core crystals is very easy to do. Oh man, I loved how in Hyrule Warriors you could be, I think it was the final DLC for the Wii U version, where you get to play as young Link from this game. Not Ocarina of Time, but Majora's Mask, and he was able to transform into Fierce Deity, the Fierce Deity. And he just cleans house so easily, I loved it. I was very happy with that DLC. It'd be funny if he ended up appearing in a Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity DLC. I thought that was kind of a missed opportunity, not having the Fierce Deity armor. Maybe the DLC will give it to us, but there's so many DLC armor pieces that are missing. No, sorry, all of them are missing, actually, from Age of Calamity, so hopefully that'll come around. Like, one of my predictions for the anniversary, which is next month, the 35th anniversary, is that they may announce DLC. And the reason why I'm expecting DLC is primarily because this game was fairly successful, Age of Calamity, I mean. It sold the most out of all of the Musou games, as I recall. Definitely more than Hyrule Warriors 1 and Definitive Edition, so there's a sporting chance. Also, good morning, Mark. Oh yeah, but they did give us the Royal Guard, yeah. It's just that where's my Tingle outfit? Yeah, the Royal Guard. That's like one of the exceptions. I'm trying to think of other exceptions, but like I'm trying to think of like the Midna hat, which is DLC. There's the Tingle, the Phantom Knight. I actually quite liked weapon durability, but I think the best way to go about it in the sequel, if they're not going to keep weapon durability, like, if they're not going to completely abolish it, it would be nice if they had a thing where it was easier to repair. I think that would be a good middle ground. The good thing about weapon durability is that it incentivizes being smart with how you use your weapons. And it also incentivized you remembering parts of the map that did have weapons so that you can constantly replenish them every once in a while. And that incentivized exploration. It didn't resonate the same way with everyone, but I quite liked it. It looks like Princess Hilda. He's Ravio. Like that. See, like little touches like that also go a long way. This is like Link not fully grasping, but over time he does. And that's part of his growth. But yeah, like that's the thing though, like the durability system of Breath of the Wild I quite enjoyed. It's a bit jarring at first because it is kind of daunting to get a really good weapon only to know that it has a limited lifespan. But the thing is though, is that the majority of it, like for me, when I thought like that, this was like early on in the game, and the weapons kept on getting stronger. So I guess that's why it didn't really bother me that much. It didn't really bother me because it was just like we're constantly getting upgrades here. See, that's kind of the thing, though. It's just like it did provide some fresh looks at how stuff would be done. Like, all the ways that you fight against monsters. If you have a problem with weapons breaking too quickly, it's because you're literally just mashing in front of the monster's face, when the best way to go about it is to make use of the environment, to go for sneak attacks. Lots of different options that you can do that could be more efficient for your weapon durability. Of course, not everyone thinks like that, but that is how I've always gone about it. Well, okay, okay, wait, so, optional stuff. Okay. We're just gonna go for the third day. I think that's all we need to do. Oh, wait, but then... Wait, hang on, we need to figure out how to get the postman's hat, too. Okay, hang on a second. Sorry, let me just double check this, because this is daunting. Oh, okay, so it'll be after that. Okay, so third day it is! Oh yeah, so people were talking about how, like, arrows were scarce. It's interesting, actually. I remember being involved in a particular drama surrounding that, because there was a really awesome arrow farming method that it was easy to be at 999 arrows. It was very, very easy to get to 999 arrows in Breath of the Wild, and then they patched it like a day later, I think. And I remember, like, we were discussing it, and for me, I was okay with that because, yeah, like, if you knew how to farm arrows, you would just machine gun everything to death because arrows were just that powerful. So basically, the idea with the arrows and the arrow farming is that they would limit it to, I think you could only carry like 300, which is a lot less, but it's like, that's the thing though, it is entirely possible to go back and farm arrows, especially with the DLC that lets you, what's it called, the Traveler's Medallion. So there was still that option if you really, really wanted to. But I remember saying that, like, you know, that was literally the point, but I remember some people were accusing me of being like stingy because only you want to have that infinite arrows or whatever. I don't know. There was like some logic saying that I was okay with the patch because I wanted people to suffer, I guess. Like, some people have really weird logic on YouTube sometimes, but the general idea was that I understood that they wanted to limit how many arrows you get so that you could explore the options that are available, which is kind of the point of Breath of the Wild's combat system. It's just that people tend to get very comfortable with what they got. Should be okay. Oh no! Oh no. Wait. Brainstorm. Okay, I just realized that it's impossible. It's actually impossible to get the postman's office and the couple's mask in the same run unless we cheat. Guys, do you want to cheat? I think I have an idea. I think I did this last time. No, but no, we still have to get the Keaton mask though. Well, but no, okay, well after we get the Keaton mask, then we can cheat. I think. Well, either way though, I would have to like redo this off stream anyway if that was the case. If I end up failing either way, I'd need to redo this over again, but I think we already spent quite a bit of time. And after that, we'll just continue with Ikana for the rest of the stream. Guys, should we cheat? Yo! That could be fun! I think I did that last time, actually. I think that is a possibility. Okay, well, we'll wait for 12 o'clock, and then that's when we'll get a Keaton mask. You want to be a dishonorable person? You want me to be dishonorable for this stream? Absolutely, we could. It's entirely an option in this game. Well, okay, we might do it actually. Because yeah, I think it is possible to do both, and I think the scripting of the game doesn't care. Oh man, this is so... I actually could do it. I actually might get to do it. Maybe. Oh, this is so exciting. Okay, you know what? Yeah, maybe we're gonna cheat. This could be fun. Okay. This is, oh boy, this would be awesome. You're gonna see my dishonorable side. Well, there's a glitch that allows me to do the cafe, co-op parts much sooner. Okay, so, okay, let me explain. Let me explain why I want to cheat. Alright? Here's the thing. When it comes to this game, there is the schedule, and the thing is, though, is that when you're playing this game, at 6 in the evening on the final day, I have to make a choice. I need to choose between getting the postman's hat, or I need to choose between getting the couple's mask. The couple's mask is going to take substantially more time to get, so normally I would prioritize getting that first. Then I would need to go back in time, doing the same side quest, and instead failing the couple's mask elements and going to the postman instead. But if I cheat, I can actually access the couple's mask segments much earlier, completing that, and then that game will continue on like normal, and then I can go to the postman's office and then get the other mask all in one go without wasting everyone's time. Technically, there are 3 reasons to do it, because yeah, because the postman's thing is kind of a fork in the road too. We have to decide between, we need to decide between going for the Chateau empty bottle and the postman's hats. Okay. I think I'll do it. I think I'll go for it. Okay, here we go. This could be interesting. Okay, it'll be funny because I don't think a lot of you guys know about this. Do you still get the bottle? No, that's the problem. We have to choose between the mask or the bottle, but to be honest, mask is more important. Wait, hang on. Okay. So this is gonna be the interesting thing. I could explain how it's going to work, but I'd rather you guys witness it. You guys get to witness. Oh, it has to be at 12:30, right? Because, yeah, so something I noticed from last time I did this is that I accidentally helped the old lady, and that would prevent him from getting to Sakon's hideout. I think it's at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Oh, 1 o'clock. Perfect. Awesome. Alright, this is so exciting. See, this is what I like about this game, is that, like, I'm constantly trying to plan my path. Lots of options. Even, like, this one's unintentional. This is an unintentional path, but we're gonna take it. Alright, you got the Pikachu mask. Wait, hang on, No, wait, maybe I don't need to. Well, Oh, no, maybe I don't need to cheat. Oh, wait, no, I made a mistake. No, I was remembering it wrong. But, yeah, that's okay, never mind. We'll, get there when we get there. No, never mind, wait a minute. I actually don't need to. But it was an option. Because one thing that, well, okay, well, we'll get there. Okay, so there is the mail that I got. Okay, so we got the mail. We're gonna have to give this to... Oh, I actually thought of it wrong. I think actually I could do the cafe part and then still be able to go back. Okay, never mind. We're okay. We don't necessarily have to cheat, but we'll see how it goes. There's a lot of fun glitches in this game, and I think that was one of the interesting things about this too, is that there's so many little glitches that you could potentially do here, and some of them include... One of my favorite glitches in this game involves wearing the Fierce Deity mask whenever you want. Well, not whenever you want, but outside. Okay, let's get ready. This is a very daunting task, but I think we're gonna be okay. I love Cafe's design. It's very uniquely Majora's Mask. Okay. So now we need to wait. From what I understand, we need to... Yeah, like there's this little thing where like it's on a timer, but I think it also runs in tandem with the slowing down of time. Alright. So yeah, this is the one where like there is quite a bit of waiting here. Okay, I think we're gonna be okay here. Yeah, this is a really, really daunting one because there's just so much, like there's just so much writing on the line here, and that if you screw it up, you gotta do it all over again. Yeah, it just feels awful. Hopefully, yeah, we should be okay with getting this. I actually don't remember how these puzzles went. So what else have you guys been playing? Started Drakengard. I've played 3 games so far this month, which is, we're making a pretty good time. So gotta play some Drakengard 3, which I'm very excited for. We got, what's it called? After that, we got Sin and Punishment, which is a game that sadly never really had much to do. It's kind of like F-Zero, where it had like 1 or 2 installments and then just stopped after that. Like, I think it's kind of like, yeah, I guess like Captain Falcon, where Sin and Punishment is a series that is only recognized because it was in Smash Bros. At some point. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, even if you fail, there is still, like, some recompense in that, yeah, maybe if you fail this part, you still have the option of going for the postman's hat thing, because you would need to do this all over again anyway. He should be arriving very soon. Come on now. Playing the waiting game. Oh, this is so exciting. The anticipation builds up. Here we go. Oh yeah, I'm also going to need to collect all those heart pieces too. Yeah, that's the thing about Majora's Mask though, is that it's very ambitious. Like, yeah, people rip on it for, like, you know, recycling character models or having very, very short length, like, you know, having only 4 dungeons, but all the stuff that you can do within it though is very uniquely its own thing. There it is. Here we go. I don't remember much of this. Okay, how do I do this? It's just a matter of pushing the blocks, right? This game could use a Divine Pulse. It should have the Divine Pulse from Fire Emblem. I don't like him. Straight up, I just don't like him. Uh-oh, that was a mistake. Die! It's just like playing a Link Between Worlds. You spin to win. Oh man, that was so much easier than I remember it being. Oh, it's depressing if you fail, but this is, oh, I'm glad. It was a lot easier than I remember it being. Awesome. That wasn't nearly as bad. Because I remembered that if you press the red switches, you make it go by faster, so all you gotta do is just avoid the red switches. It's actually surprisingly easy, but I think they needed to make it easy because of how anxiety-inducing it was. Alright. Oh wait, it automatically pushes it, right? Oh man, he's slow. Oh, he's so slow. It's fine. Go, buddy, go! Oh, man, I love the atmosphere of this game so much. I guess I'll just run ahead of him. Okay, yeah, we had enough time. Good. Like, the fact that the music changes for everything, too, is great. Ah, man. Like, the scene tells it all. It tells the story. She's gonna die knowing her son's okay. Alright. You get the M. Bison hat from Street Fighter. Ooh, and also I can get my last, I can get my last heart piece to fill up this one. That's good. Is it this room? Yeah, because I think if you forget to give her the pendant, she's just not here, and then Cafe shows up. Cafe shows up, and it's just it's another depressing way to finish this. Oh, this is fantastic. Okay. I was thinking that I might have needed to cheat in order to get the sun mask done faster, but as it turns out, you can actually do it all in one cycle for all the masks, which is important. You only need to do it a maximum of 2 times, or a minimum of 2 times, if you want to get all the rewards. Okay. Learn something new every day. Even for this game, which is like 20 years old. Oh, this is fantastic. Again, it's just the entire scene is just so... It's so heavy with mood. And the fact that it's constantly counting down too, like, oh man, what if Cafe doesn't show up? Did I screw up? Like, stuff like that, how it plays on the players, like second-guessing themselves. It's such a dirty thing to do, but that's why I like it. Probably put on the Ocarina. Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, this ugly game is making me feel an emotion. A real human emotion. Okay, so now, before we continue to Ikana, I think that's, well, do we want to continue Ikana today, or do we want to do all the other masks? We should do the spider houses. I think that would be the best thing to do. Yeah, let's go do the spider houses. And we can talk about stuff while we're doing the spider houses. I think that's a good way to do it. There's a couple of heart pieces that I would like to get as well. There's still quite a bit that needs to be done before we go to Ikana, so yeah. And then next week we will do all the Ikana stuff. Perfect. Alright. We need to get... Oh, also there's the Don Garrow's mask, isn't there? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, potentially, that we would need to do. Okay. First thing on my list is to make use of this new mask that we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more masks. So the Gibdo mask, Giant mask, All-Nighters, Mask of Truth. I'm missing one. Oh, and Don Garrow. Okay. Yeah. How do you get the Don Garrow's mask again? I think it's just, you just get it from... Okay, I think the best way to get a Don Garrow's mask is just to go immediately there. Alright. Perfect. Oh, Alan, do you know what? We have this as well. Oh, my mistake. Okay, we have a full heart container. I think that, like, there's several more heart pieces that we could potentially get right now, but I'm trying to remember them off the top of my head. There it is. Hee-haw! What bad habit does Andrew the innkeeper have? She's quick to apologize. She's quick to get angry. Oh, I was gonna say that it was gonna be about like. Yeah. So it's not that. Let's look it up. Well, no, wait, no, let's not look it up. How did I miss? Okay, it's fine. Okay, let's try this again. You know what? I'll come back another time. Okay, next thing on my list is to... I guess we'll go to the first spider house. No, but then Don Gero's mask. Yeah, that's the problem. Lots of options. Okay, as I recall, to get the Don Gero's mask, we just need to go to the mountains. Yeah, Mountain Village. Hopefully this won't take that long, and hopefully they will have magic jars for us to pick from. No Deku sticks? Okay, let's get... We need to go to the Goron village for this one. I need Deku sticks in order to get this done properly, though. Hopefully the store nearby has it. Huh. I'm trying to think off the top of my head any places where they could spawn, but I can't really think of anything right now. Oh my goodness, I love spin attacks. Playing Link Between Worlds has really given me the appreciation, or a newfound appreciation for spin attacks. Once you learn to understand that it's about abusing the range, that ridiculous range. Oh yeah, we're also gonna have to get the heart pieces from the Deku Scrub Salesman. There are 3 in total that I still need to get, so that's good. Yeah, let's not fuss about that for now. Whoops. Okay. Oops. Okay, and I need to get the Goron's Lullaby, and then play it to make the flames go on, right? I need Deku sticks. Okay. That's done. There we go. There's my sticks. Actually, no. We don't need the ocarina for now. Reset. There we go. Hopefully I can do this. It's been a very long time, and to be honest, aiming's never been my strong suit. I think I only need to do it from here, right? Because it's slippery? Okay, here we go. And please work, please work, please work, please work. Oh, come on! Okay, that's fine. Oh, and there's plenty of jars here. Alright. Oh, man, we're gonna be here a while if that's the case. Maybe the smart thing to do... Maybe the smart thing to do would be just to go straight. Just go straight. Don't even try to veer. Just go straight forward and hope for the best. And here we go. Yeah, okay, that's one. Oh boy, yeah, we're gonna be here a while. I swear, there's like a way to like get multiple of them, but that would mean hitting from the sides. I don't know. I don't know how confident I am in doing that, but we're gonna see. Okay, let's do this again. Oh man. Oh, okay. Almost. I had to time it a little bit differently, but I wouldn't even know where to begin when it comes to timing it. Okay. Here we go. Oh, this is a good one. Opportunity? No, not quite. Ah, man, at this rate, we may have to just do it one at a time. Yeah, messed it up. Alright, that's fine. 2 more attempts. I guess doing it one at a time is the best way to go about it. Oh, why would they not put railing there? That would have been like the perfect place to put down railing. Like, literally, like, it's just enough space for me to fall down. No! I misaimed it. The logic that I had was that the moment it's on the opposite side of where I was at presently, the opposite side, as long as it's on the opposite side, I should be able to hit it directly. But you also have to account for things like direction or distance. Here we go. No magic? Okay. I guess those jars also have it. Nice! Okay, I didn't have to get all of them. Whew. Alright. That wasn't so bad. I was worried that I would have to get all of them. But I think it's like... I don't know if it's like random or maybe there's a specific one, but then the... Like, there was no indicator to show which one. Maybe the 3D remake would have something like that. I feel like the 3D remake would have had some form of like, oh, this particular jar contains the rock roast. Speaking of rock roast, this belongs to my favorite Age of Calamity character, or one of my favorite Age of Calamity characters. I love that scene in Age of Calamity where they're offered the rock brisket, and the two girls are like, I have no idea how to respond to this, but Link's just like, oh yeah, and just digs in right away. Little moments like that are a lot of fun. I should play Age of Calamity on stream someday. I really want to. Here's the thing. The reason why I haven't done it is because I know I was going to make videos about it, or I knew I was going to make videos about it at the time when they announced it. But now, it's like, unless they announce DLC, there isn't really much reason for me to go back to it. So I figured that by the time they do, if they do release DLC, that means that there will be new maps. In which case, I would be more than happy to actually stream unlocking stuff in the DLC live. Okay. But yeah, that's kind of what my plan is, though, is that if they ever do DLC, I fully intend to play it as soon as possible on stream. Okay, that's one mask down. What else can we do? Spider houses. I guess Woodfall would be the best way to do it. Because the Southern Swamp... No, because the Southern Swamp requires me to do that whole thing with Kome, and I don't really want to do that. So yeah, Woodfall. Okay. So, the thing is, I actually tried to do the Spider House as soon as possible, but it turns out it's impossible to do it, or just much, much more difficult to do it, if you don't have the Zora, mask, because there are some things that are like elevated space. Lots and lots of elevated, what's it called? Skulltulas that you can only get if you have boomerangs or a hook shot, and both of those are only available at that section of the game. So yeah, you did have to get a little bit creative there. How do we get out? Oh, I was just shy. That's fine. Yeah, okay, no, there's no way around it. We have to just do it like this. Oh, reset! Okay. Just touching him? Just touching him does that much damage? Sends me flying? Fine. Okay. Oh, hostile environment. There's no lily pads nearby. Alright, that's fine. I can't believe he's just gonna stay there. There you go. getting closer. Okay. Right side. It's right beneath us, right? No, it's to the side. Alright, guys, tell me, what have you guys been playing lately? I already gave my update. For those guys that are joining us right now, recently beat A Link Between Worlds, enjoyed it very much. Highly recommend not only if you've never played it before, but if you've never played a Zelda game, I'd say that A Link Between Worlds is a great one to start off with. Because, yeah, it captures that, like, original Zelda feel of exploration. It also is very easy to access. It's not terribly punishingly difficult like a lot of the older games are. And yeah, it just encourages exploration in ways that are much more creative than in the newer Zelda games of its time. It's really, really nice. I like the fact that, like, the developers are making good on their promise that they wanted the Zelda games to be a lot more, like, taking that step back to what made the originals so unique. Alright. This is tricky, because I don't know how to get all of them. But we're gonna try our best. I barely remember anything about these, but I'm just going to assume that just break everything. There's a bug spawn nearby. I know that much. Ah, hello. Okay. But yeah, I tried doing this much earlier in the game, couldn't do it. Because I didn't have a hook shot. Huh. Okay. One of these ones contains it. Don't know which one, though. Oh. I guess that was what the hint was supposed to be from that Skulltula? I don't think I'll need the Ocarina anymore for this map. To this day, I've never ever collected all the Skulltulas in any of these games, in Ocarina of Time. Even on the 3D version, I never really took the time to get each of them, even though they're all very useful upgrades. Oh boy. I have a feeling that one of these ones contains it. Not that one. There we go. There is still one here. Is it in the jar? Oh, wow. I didn't realize there would be two. Okay, it's silence. That's good. I've always liked that. I like the indicator that if you can hear it, then there's something in the room. But the only problem is that when you're in, like, the bigger rooms, and that's when it becomes less useful. Good. Doing well so far. I saw it in the corner of my eye. Just as I was turning to go to the switch. How many are there in total? There's like 20 of them, right? I don't hear anything, so that's good. Oh, right. We need bugs. Where do I get the bugs? There should be like a spawn somewhere in this room. I counted 3 or 4? I need like 3 bugs, which is fine because I have 3 bottles. Oh, hello. There's a bombable rock for some reason. That's not suspicious. Oh, man. That's 4. Okay, 4 bugs. Oh, there must be like 25, because this is like a lot. There's already so many holes where you have to use the bugs. There must be at least 25 or 30 then, if that's the case, because there's so many that we've already picked up. Ah, I hear it. Like, I don't want to get too confident, but this does feel a little bit easier than the last time I did this, but that was a while ago. I don't hear it. Oh man, I think the ocean spider house is also a lot of fun. 5 holes. Oh man. It's crazy. Okay, yeah, no, there must be 30. Because I still hear one. I think there were more rooms here as well. No, not quite. I hear it, but I don't know where it is. It has to be around here. Oh, maybe it's below. Never mind. We'll come back. Where is the bug spawn? There's one here. It has to be one of these ones. Those are bees. Can you not? Thank you. Oh, okay. There has to be a bug spawn around here, though, right? But yeah, like there's like a room that's like a forest almost. It should have a bug spawn in there. Okay. I wasn't sure if that was how I was supposed to do it, but we got it. Here's the bug spawn. Here we go. Let's fill her up. We're making pretty good progress on this house. I don't usually do well in these ones. Deku mask. Hello? Wait. You have to do it like this? Yeah. 3. Oh man, there's definitely one in one of those beehives. Is it like 35? Like, I feel like there's... I don't hear them. But we might as well just check all of them just in case. Nope. Okay, never mind. There's quite a few. Maybe maybe there's 40. 40 seems about right. Because 30 is way too little. Or he's way too little for what they got here. It has to be crawling around here, yeah? In the meantime, we'll just do this. Oh, we don't even need arrows. Yeah, you missed the cafe and Andrew Sidequest. That's okay, you can rewatch it in the archive. I was going through an ethical dilemma because I figured that maybe I should cheat for that particular one, but I realized, no, wait, we don't need to cheat. But I was seriously considering it at one point. It was great, you missed it. You could have been the devil on the shoulder. Okay, there must be 40 if this is the case. This feels like it's way... We're like super far along. Is there another one that I'm forgetting? Like, I hear the crawling, but I can't see it. That's concerning. Okay, well, we'll get there when we get there. For now, we'll just focus on the ones that we do know. Oh. Oh, yeah, right. It was right here. We're down to the last 11. Oh. Alright. Maybe there is only 30, if that's the case. Actually, no, let's get another one. Better safe than sorry. Okay, if it's true that there's only 30, I wouldn't know how to know that. Okay, let's skip that one for now. Because I think it might just be the ones that are in the walls that provide Skulltulas. Okay, it must be that one. Move to the side. Oh, that was so close. Any lower, I wouldn't have made it. I think if you were to plant the magic seeds in Ocarina of Time before using the bugs, that would have been a permanently missed Skulltula. Oh, that's all of them. Okay, great. 30. And we get the famous Mask of Truth. Okay, that's that. Oh! Might as well test it out while we're here. Okay. we can try to aim for the All-Nighters mask now, I think. Yeah, that was a lot faster than I anticipated, so that's good. I'm always happy when that goes a much faster. I think that's been a recurring thing with this game, is that I didn't really have the confidence. Like, for the last couple of streams that I did, I didn't have enough confidence in my ability to, you know, my ability to actually do things within a certain amount of time. Because my expectation would have been, I can't reach the... My expectation is that, like, I couldn't beat the Goron races in a timely fashion. But it turns out we've actually been doing pretty well for ourselves, so that's good. I didn't think I could do the Goron races, I didn't think I could do a lot of the mini-games for the heart pieces that we could have been getting. But we've been doing well for the skull houses, and let's see if we can ride this momentum moving forward. Oh, here's some fun with the stone mask. Make them spawn and despawn. Alright. Now, from my recollection, doing the Oceanside house, it gives me a wallet. Does it matter what day I do it on, though? Hang on, wait. Actually, let me double check just so I'm not wasting time. Do I need to do it all on the first day? I figured that, like, hang on. Now, let me just quickly look this up. Real quick. Because I seem to recall that I did the entire spider house. But, like, I think, like, because it was on a certain day, I ended up getting it wrong, which is annoying. Okay, let's figure this out. It's supposed to be... Wait, hang on. Wait, because, yeah, there is, like, a disparity, though. Like, if you... It has to be on the first day. Okay. Alright, if that's the case, that needs a reset. Because it's way too long. Oh. Might as well equip the blast mask while we're at it, too. Oh, no, don't worry about it. I guess it is good practice to save whenever you get a mask anyways. Yeah, something I didn't really realize until I looked it up this morning was the routine for the Sakon actually affects the cafe side quest. It's just really interesting that there's like a continuity between different quest lines that will result in certain things happening. Like it's a very, very small detail, and it is potentially game-breaking if you don't know what you're doing, but it is quite nice. Ah, another Hannet fan. I'm glad you're able to make use of it, Joshua. I love Hannets a lot. All the characters in Octopath Traveler are great, but I'd say that Hannets and Tressa take the cake. Okay, Spider House time. Because I seem to recall the last time I did this, like, I streamed this game way back in 2017, and I seem to recall that I did the entire thing, but ended up getting a really bad reward. It was strange. But yeah, if you can get the entire Skulltula house done before the end of the first day, you're gonna get a different reward. Or you're gonna get the good reward. And that should be enough for us, for our purposes. There we go. So fast. Okay, here we go. Let's see how much of this we can remember. Hopefully it doesn't take us too long. I seem to recall this one being a little bit simpler. Oh no. well, that's fine. Okay, weapons, that's fine. Maybe we need the Goron mask for a couple of things, or the... No, wait, I know you need the captain's hat. The bad reward is just like 50 rupees, I think. Yeah, you get like 50 rupees, but what we want is the giant wallet. That's what we really want. I don't hear any sounds here, that's good. I'm assuming there are 30 in this one too. Fire arrows, I got none. Oh my. Thank you. I was worried about that. I was like, they're gonna make me use fire arrows, but not give me any? But yeah, I like this Skulltula house a lot. I think this is the Skulltula house that made me become more and more intrigued by horror. Like, I used to be really afraid of this area, but I think, again, upon realizing that it is completely comfortable, and you have to get into the mind of the person that is pulling the strings in the background, it's a lot less daunting, which is something that, like, you know, it's a very interesting challenge to myself. Okay, there's one of the rafters. Come on. Oh. My experiences playing Doom has taught me nothing. I hear a lot of movements. I'm going to assume it's in this one, because they've gone through great lengths in order to hide it. Yes. Yeah, like this like goes back to like my early days of streaming, doing this particular Skulltula house, so I have a bit of nostalgia for this one. Uh-oh. Okay. Hey, Kelchies, how you doing? I'm doing alright, thank you for asking. Happy to be playing this game again. Very happy to be playing this game again. We might as well hit the rest of these ones, what's the harm? Oh yeah. Yeah. Just check all of them, leave no stone unturned. Ooh, some more. Like Doom Eternal's quick swaps. Alright. Like, I hear them. That's the weird thing. There's so many in this room. That's why it's so loud. Who would win? A hookshot made out of gold or a cobweb? Flimsy cobweb. Really? Okay, that's fine. If I aim it a little bit above, it should still hit. Yep. Oh man, it's deafening. Oh, hello. Come out, wherever you are. In here, maybe? That's the thing, I hear them. Age of Calamity, is it worth it? Absolutely worth it. I love it. Of course, I tend to be a little bit biased, but like, if you miss the worlds of Breath of the Wild, it's a very nice trip. It's a very nice trip to kind of like, to kind of revisit the worlds of Breath of the Wild and see it in a different light. Okay, I guess we'll go here first. Wait, this is where the, yeah, the Stell children are meeting up. It has a very good amount of fun. It's not as bloated as Hyrule Warriors 1. It's not as, like, you know, it's not as hugely stacked as Hyrule Warriors 1, but the thing about Hyrule Warriors 1, though, is that the reason why there's so much content in that game is to kind of pad it out. This is a lot more trim, which might disappoint some people, but I thought it was good. And I am hoping for some DLC. And, like, all the quality of the content that is there is also very, very well done. Yeah, you just double check all these, making sure. Oh man, there's another one there. Yeah, it's definitely worth getting. Especially if you enjoyed Breath of the Wild. It's a good bridge between the gap of people that are familiar with Breath of the Wild versus people that are familiar with Musou games. I would say that it passes for a decent action-oriented Zelda game in some parts. Oh man, I pressed it too fast. It has a fair amount of content. It's not like, you know, it's not going to be like hundreds of hours, but the reason why is because you're not forced to grind for certain requirements to progress for a completely separate character. Yellow is third. Okay, yellow was third. Hey, red eye. Third and fifth. Yellow was third and fifth. Red is second. Okay. Yeah, let's give this a whirl. Okay, that's not so bad. Now the question is, how do I get these guys? I'll figure that out. Yeah, Majora's Mask is a great game. It's definitely worth getting. No matter what version of the game that you're playing, it's a great game. Although I can't really say that. I never played the 3D remake. I can't say if it's good or bad, but either way, it is worth looking into. Okay. I seem to recall that you have to do this. Like, it took me forever to figure that one out, but once I did it, I never forgot, because it was just so bizarre and weird that you need to use the Goron Master Pound. I still hear it. I don't hear any more, so that's good. Okay. I'm going to assume that there were 30 in this one as well. Yeah, this is a very fascinating Zelda game. I think this is one of the first Zelda games that made me realize that every Zelda game strives to be unique, and it's important to take each Zelda game on its own terms, instead of comparing it to, or rather saying that it failed to be a copy of this particular style of game, and saying that it's bad as a result of it. I think there's a recurring thing with a lot of Zelda fans, I find, that like they're very keen on saying that certain games are very, very good in the Zelda series, but they're not very good Zelda games, which is a very arbitrary way of looking at it, when the identity of the Zelda series is telling very, very similar stories, but with completely different game styles. And Majora's Mask is a very interesting example of that. And I think part of the problem, too, is that, like, people have their expectations of what constitutes a quote-unquote true Zelda game, but people tend to only compare it to, like, the modern ones that they're familiar with, without realizing that a lot of steps are being taken to replicate what the original games felt like, which is really doing it a disservice. It can't be around here, can it? Okay, we have to get up here. I think the way to get up is over here. Uh-oh. Oh no. We have to go back to here, maybe? Because, yeah, there's like a second floor to this area, right? Ah, there it is. I see it. Yeah, the time mechanic is one thing too. It's funny because last week it was pointed out that some people were under the impression that this was like a speedrunning type game, but in reality, this is more like a you plot out your objectives as you go along. I think that's why I like this game so much too. Is that like when you play the game, you do chart your path. And like how you spend your day playing that game is going to be based on certain objectives that you think up. In that sense, it actually kind of reminds me of Xenoblade Chronicles 2, in the sense that in Xenoblade 2, sometimes your objective for the day is simply to increase the affinity with certain blades. You want to get certain pieces of equipment to augment the abilities of those blades. Like, it's not just we need to do the side quests, it's also I want to make up my own objectives. I don't want to just do what the game is telling me to do. I want to also seek out different things. I want to unlock certain amounts of content. Stuff like that stands out. And I think that's why this game fascinates me so much, along with Xenoblade 2 as well, is that flow of playing the game. It's very organic. Where in the world is this guy? I hear it. It might actually be staring me in the face right now. It can't be crawling in the rafters, can it? Come out, wherever you are. Wait a minute. I knew it! Oh, that's so crafty! Why would you make your game like that? Why would you make your game like this? Oh, that is crafty, man. Ugh, that's so awful. Okay, so what I'm saying is that, like, there are the breakable boxes versus the unbreakable boxes, and it's just like, it's so dark that it's hard to tell the difference unless you were specifically looking for it. Oh, the people that made this game are sick! Oh man, I totally forgot that was a thing in this game. Okay, we got 7 more, and I think the remaining 7 are all in the library. Oh, this game was made. This game was finally crafted by a crew of sickos. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about The Witcher. I'll get around to it eventually. I know that it's available on Switch, but I might end up getting it for the PC. It's just that I have so many other games I want to play, but the thing is, though, is that the games that I do have available right now, they all tend to be Japanese games, and I want to balance it out. So, I think that's what's going to happen. I'm going to balance it out by having, like, some Slavic video games in my list. Because, yeah, you look at the games that I'm, like, playing this year. Like, I'm playing, like, no, this year I played a independent Hong Kong game called Sense, a Cyberpunk Ghost Story, which I quite enjoyed. But then you also had, like, let's see, The Legend of Zelda is obviously Japanese. There is Dragon Quest XI, which is my very first time playing a Dragon Quest game. And that is like the textbook edition of what a Japanese RPG is. And then, yeah, very rare. Recently, I started Drakengard 3, which is another Japanese thing, but I need more Western stuff, I think, in my library. It's almost disproportionately Japanese stuff. 5 more. Okay, I do seem to recall... Oh, right, this one. They're actually one in front of the other, which I quite enjoyed. You don't really expect level design like this in a Zelda game. Okay. We're down to the last 4, right? Ooh, hello. Nope. Okay, I seem to recall there was a movable bookshelf as well. Come on. Come on! Alright, come on now. Oh yeah, and also, like, there is, like... Oh man, I'm very excited about this one. I recently got Sonic the Hedgehog. Better known as Sonic 06. It's infamous, but I'm genuinely curious about playing it. And I'm gonna regret those words very, very soon. But yeah, like, I recently got Sonic 06 because it's fascinating for me, especially, like, having grown up in a certain era of the internet where, like, everyone made fun of it. Alright, hey, that was easy! That wasn't that bad. And we did it within the first 6 hours of the day. Alright. Have I played Nier? Yes. I have played Nier Gestalt. Last year. It was one of my favorite games that I played last year. And I played Automata back in 2017. I like them both a lot. So I was very excited to play Drakengard 3 last night. I was so excited. And I'm excited to play some more tonight. Yes, okay. So much progress. Okay, now, well, here's the thing we can do for the remainder of this day, or this time cycle, is we could farm up. Ooh, and also we need to get the rest of the, Deku Scrub. 5, 2, 3, 4, 1. We need to get the rest of the Deku Scrub stuff. Heart pieces. But yes, I'm very, very excited to play Sonic 06, because I've never played a 3D Sonic game before. And I know that this is probably, like, this is considered, like, the worst one to start off with, or one of the worst ones to start off with, but, like, I came from, or I grew up in a very specific age of the internet where a lot of people would make fun of Sonic 06, and they would terrify. That's how a lot of, like, gaming YouTube personalities got their starts, is like by making the same tired old jokes about making fun of Sonic 06. And the reason why I got Sonic 06 isn't so that I could tear it apart and make jokes about how bad it is, but I'm genuinely curious about the design decisions that went into making that game. Obviously there is the historical element of how this was like supposed to be like a watershed moment for them in the series to kind of bring it into the modern age. So, like, there's a lot of reasons why I want to play it, but it's not really for cynicism, but more out of, like, genuine curiosity. 5, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, okay. So I'm so used to, okay, so here's the thing. I was actually spoiled by the previous playthrough that I did. 2, 3, 4, 1. There we go. I was so spoiled by one of my later playthroughs of this game. The password was literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the likelihood of that, I don't know, maybe there's some math people out there that'll help me out. What the likelihood of that is. Here we go. So I need to get this, and then I have to just continue the trading sequence, which is going to give me 3 heart pieces, which is going to give us 1 extra one after this. Alright. I wasn't expecting us to do the Skulltula houses that fast. It's great. That's actually awesome. Oh yeah, I'm also gonna have to start looking up how to get the different heart pieces too. Oh, keeping track of the different heart pieces could be tricky. Oh yeah, I got the heart piece that was also associated with this telescope. We have to look up the Deku Scrub and find his secret hideout. Something else about cutscenes that are generally underappreciated in older Zelda games is that they're very concise, since they don't give you the option to skip them, so they need to get through them as quickly as possible. The Zelda series didn't have skippable cutscenes until Twilight Princess. I remember when Twilight Princess introduced it, and it was like groundbreaking for us. But the thing about Twilight Princess, though, is that the cutscenes in Twilight Princess, in my opinion, were so good that I never wanted to skip them. I was actually considering playing Twilight Princess for the 35th anniversary, but actually no, it's still possible. It's not impossible. It's not an impossibility. Maybe we still could do that, but like it would have to be like lightning fast that we would just get through it, and it would be on the GameCube version because that was the one that I'm more used to. I tried playing Twilight Princess HD back in the day, but it was so difficult for me because it was all mirrored. So my muscle memory just betrayed me at every turn. Okay. The first one we need to do is go to the Oh, I think I need to be a Deku Link for this one too. Oops. Okay, so the reason why we went for the giant wallet is simply because the all-nighter mask is 500 rupees, and I think the all-nighter mask also is also a requirement for 2 heart pieces, I think, or 1 heart piece. So yeah, there's actually quite a few heart pieces that we could also potentially be getting here. Oh, right, went the wrong way. See, that's the thing I like about this game, is that you're just constantly thinking of different objectives to do. Like, they don't give you a second to spare. It's great. And thus begins the trading sequence. One thing that does scare me about this game, and this is the fault of the hardware more than anything else, is that if the power goes out, you lose so much progress, because you can't just save in the middle of a time cycle. Like, it's a very interesting structure. It's one that I'm okay with, but I can imagine, like, people that are less experienced would have a lot of problems with it, which I get. Which I understand fully. Okay. Thing is, though, I don't like getting digital copies. Back on the subject of The Witcher, I like the idea of having like a physical copy, but a lot of PC games, they don't give out physical copies anymore. It's almost all digital these days. Which is unfortunate, because I like having it on the shelf. I'm trying to think of like other heart pieces, but the only ones I can think of are minigames. But the problem with minigames though is that I would need a perfect score on some of them, and I wouldn't want to subject you guys to that like I did 2 weeks ago. Okay, did I already collect this one? I did. Okay, next up, Mountain Village or Snowhead? They're all so far away. I know for a fact I didn't collect this one. I guess I need to... Yeah, I'm going to guess that I need to be a Deku Scrub for this next one. Okay. But yeah, something I wanted to mention though about A Link Between Worlds, which I really enjoy, and this is something that I haven't really felt for a Zelda game since the first Zelda game, was the ability to have a really, really powerful sword very early on. I should play the original Zelda someday on stream. Or if I'm feeling, actually, no, well, I think I don't know if people would be what's it called, perceptive to that, or they'd be very receptive to that. But yeah, that particular one too, very similarly to this game and A Breath of the Wild or Xenoblade 2, is that you constantly have to make up your own objectives to get through it, and that's what I enjoy in these games. Okay, perfect. Alright, where's this lead? I actually have no recollection of this one. So we're gonna find out together! Oh, it's right in front of us. Okay. Next up is the Zoras. Yeah, might as well use the Zora Mask for this one, just to get there a little bit faster. Oh, I was so close! I was so close to making it. It was just a little bit early. There's a Deku Scrub in her room for some reason. Oh, this guy sells green potions. I had no idea. He wants to open up his own ski resort. Oh, this game looks so weird sometimes, and I love it. That's what we're here for. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, one gripe that I do have with this game, and it's going to be very, very apparent in the next week when we do Ikana, is that there's so much pausing to assign buttons in comparison to most other Zelda games, actually. Like, I think even with the Oracle series, but with the Oracle series at least it's fast, but this one there is that wait period. I distinctly remember that from my last time playing it. I wonder, because next week is the first week of February, and potentially that could be the last stream that we do of this game too. So we'd have to make it good. Because it would be a bit of a stretch, but it's not impossible. Ah, we'll figure it out when we get there. Because yeah, one idea is that potentially we could complete Ikana. That would mean doing like the Gibdo Well. That would mean doing the. Like, it would mean doing a lot of stuff, but it's possible. Can you finish the game like that? I don't know, because I tend to overestimate how long it takes for me to do stuff. Sometimes it doesn't even take that long at all. You know what? Maybe not. It's an idea. Because I think you guys would want to be around for the Gibdo stuff as well, right? Oh yeah, there's blue potions in this game. Huh. Actually, maybe we can do the Gibdo stuff today. Yeah, we can do the Gibdo stuff today. And then before we go back in time, we could just buy the All-Nighter's mask. Yeah, well, that's an idea. I think the best way to go about it then, we'd have to buy some stuff, I think. We'll figure it out as we go along. Oh, right, okay. There's a lot of potential stuff that we could do here. But I think, yeah, I think that would be a good idea, though. We could just go ahead. Yes, the Fierce Deity glitch. I was thinking of doing it sometime. Alright, that's a new heart container. The Fierce Deity mask, a mask that contains the merits of all masks, seems to be somewhere in this world. Contains the merits of all masks. I like that wording a lot. The merits. Because one way that you can interpret it is that the Fierce Deity mask has the power of all the different masks. But I think that's also supposed to be like their way of hinting to you, like that's the game's way of hinting to you that you need all the masks. Okay. We need to buy a bunch of supplies, including milk. Okay, we'll figure this out, because yeah, we'll do a supply run. We need like, because I know that we need, milk. Yeah, we're going to need milk. But before that, though, we'll need to. No, wait, we need to do the thing with Paula and her father first. Okay, let's see how this goes. Master, you called. What are you? Okay. These are easily dealt with. Just shield and then attack. Goron ninjas. Oh no! Yeah, we might as well open up this section of the game first, so that the next stream will begin with the Iconic Castle. They have a different design than 3DS? Really? They would change that? Ah, the drama. So basically, in order to... Basically, for anyone that understands Egyptology, is that if you play Ice Cream Truck music, the wrathful dead will be subjugated. I recently watched The Mummy. It wasn't really a remake. The one with Brendan Fraser, which is... It's not really a remake, but it's like a fault. It's a similar vein to the story of the Carl Flund movie, which is from the 1930s, and it was very, very fascinating for me because, like, everyone knows I love Cassandra from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but a lot of her concepts are rooted in that particular story as well, which I thought was kind of fun. But we'll elaborate that another time. Well, I know, like, the Master Garrow exists. I know that the Master Garrow exists. But, like, yeah, there's several Garrows. But there's, like, the hooded ones, and there's the Master from the Ikana Temple. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh boy. Well. Yeah. I guess that's curtains on the stream, you guys. Wait, hang on. Oh, does that mean I have to reset and do it again? Wait, okay, wait, what did I miss? The entire training sequence. Last time I saved... Hang on, let's just mute this. Oh gosh, that's embarrassing. Okay, well, best thing to do then would be to... I would have to redo the entire spider house, wouldn't I? Wow, that's amazing. Okay, you know what? That was a fun spider house. I can easily just redo that. What was the last? Oh man, we've had this happen once before too, which is the crazy thing. Wait, oh no, I don't have my stock photos on. Where did I put it? Hang on. Put up an image for people to enjoy while I reset the game. Aw, this would have been the perfect time to have my waiting screen. Okay. Resetting. Oh, you literally have to turn off the game. It's just the GameCube that froze. Alright, welcome back to GameCube. Oh man, that's annoying. But whatever. I'll just have to do it again. More. Oh man, it was funny because I mentioned today too that it was a thing where I would oh my gosh, I just realized this is part 4 of the stream. Oh, that's incredible. That was number 4. Oh no, that was stream number 4. That's incredible. If I was gonna have an unlucky moment, if I was gonna have a one lucky gal moment, it would be at stream number 4. Oh, that's amazing. That's going into the compilation. Oh gosh. Okay, that's fine. Oh no, I have to play Majora's Mask some more. What a horrible punishment. Yeah. You know what? I can get the heart pieces off screen. You guys saw me get them. I can easily get them again. I didn't really do much else after that, really. It's good, though. It's good that it was a fairly recent save. Oh, that's really funny. Stream number 4 is the lucky one. For those of you guys that don't realize what I'm talking about, it's not just, I'm pretty sure it's not just Eastern cultures, but primarily in Eastern cultures, the number 4 is considered unlucky. And there's like a lot of games like to reflect that, where like the number 4 would be unlucky, or it would mean death for some people as well. Like there's several like significances to it, but basically the reason why it's considered unlucky in Asian cultures is because it is the same, it sounds the same as the word for death. And there's like, yeah, there's a lot of recurring, there's a couple of like changes here and there, but generally speaking that's what it is. And yeah, like, so like the character of Cassandra, for example, her whole thing is, of course, being unlucky, and she only becomes first available in Chapter 4 of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And I think there's several other instances that are like that, in a lot of other games, where, like, you know, the 4th Horseman of the Apocalypse, for example, is the Pale Rider, and the Pale Rider is Death. So, yeah, so like that whole recurring thing, it's really, really fun to draw that comparison. That's so awesome. Oh, man. That's actually incredible. That of all the times for me to have like a super unlucky stream, it would be the 4th one. Oh, fantastic. Okay, let's hope I remember everything. You know, I don't mind redoing these. These are fun. I actually enjoy these. And it's fresh, it's relatively fresh in my memory. So awesome. It's incredible. This is like, it's like, in any other stream I would have been upset, but this is just like the lucky number 4 for me. Oh, that is awesome. That's gonna have like a Cassandra meme put into it in the edit. I know that for a fact. That's gonna be a thing. Oh my gosh. It's this one. Oh, really? There's more? See, if this was Breath of the Wild, then it would have just completely caught on fire and spread. That's like those things that you don't really realize and kind of take for granted with Breath of the Wild, is that there's like fire that genuinely spreads. Nice. I hear more movement. There can't be more on the rafters, are there? It has to be one of... No, I think it's above us. Just double check all of them. Leave no stone unturned. Oh, right. What's the matter, little fella? You're bad at video games. Alright. Actually, no, we might as well go... No, we'll save it for... We'll go from bottom to top, I think. I'm glad, though. I do remember all of these. because we literally just did them. You know what? It was my fault that the game froze. Why would you press the start button in a video game? It just doesn't make any sense, right? Well, why press the start button, resulting in the game freezing? I had like a weird sense of deja vu. Like, I felt like a thing like that happened before in my life. Where, like, it would be at that specific scenario with Sharp. Okay, we remember from last time. And there's another one here. That was a waste, but I don't care. It looks cool. Another one? No, it's the one that's like sliding between the rafters, I think. Or not. Oh yeah, right, it's over here. Oh wow. These do so, like, also the funny thing about these guys is that they do one whole heart of damage. Which is so weird considering that these are supposed to be like a treasure monster almost. Okay, I think that's the last one for that room. And I think I remember the ordering of the masks without needing to consult with the Style Children. Luckily they do have indicators. Oops. Okay, perfect. Is it a... There should be one between the rafters, right? Oh, there it is. There we go. Listen very closely. I think we're down to the last 7. Okay. Not bad. See, already we're doing it faster than we did earlier today, and we were still trying to figure stuff out. And I'm glad it was this Skulltula house that we had to do, because I prefer this Skulltula house a lot more than the swamp one. Ah, yes, this is where we were talking about The Witcher. And Xenoblade 2. Yeah, we'll look at that later. Okay. Wait, hang on. 5. I know there's 2 hidden in the same area as each other. There should be 2 more out here. There should be one in the bookshelf, yeah. Well, we might as well clear out the ones that we do know. Should be around here. There it is. Sneaky, sneaky. Whoop! There. Just a little bit faster than last time. I think by 2 hours. Okay, yeah, that wasn't so bad. Okay, what should we do about this? We might as well spend this last 6 minutes to get the mask that we were aiming for this whole time. And then after that, it's just straight up story masks, which is good. Actually, money isn't... Well, it's easy to make money in this game, so it's okay. Bunny hood... and stone mask. Oh yeah, we can do the Keaton quiz as well. We're here now, we can do this. Where's Pikachu? Oh, there you are. Hee-haw! How many members? Well, there's the bass guitarist, lead guitarists, the pianists, the singer, and the drummer. Tingle, tingle, abracadabra, cuckoo, tingle, rama, kululimpa. How many cuckoos are there in the barn at Romany Ranch? Shoes. Wait, let me just look it up. I don't want to waste any more time with this. I don't even remember. Okay, we'll guess. Oh, okay. Romani has to go to bed. She doesn't sleep. 8 seems late. Late enough. Darmony, oh, that's easy. He's the Gorons. Alright. Yeehaw! Okay, we need 500 rupees in order to afford the mask. Oops, come on. We need to kill like 10 of these guys. Also, the funny thing about rupee farming, it's interesting to look at how it's dealt with across the series, because there are some Zelda games where, like, they do require you... It's almost like a means of padding out the time, even, where in, like, Breath of the Wild, it's very easy to come up with large amounts of money if you know what you're doing, and as a result, they give you plenty of things to spend on. And then you look at, like, A Link Between Worlds, where, like, currency is a very big part of that game, and how you affect your progress. Like, you actually do need to have, like, large sums of money in that game, too. I think, like, you get a maximum of, like, 9,999. And then you also have how Wind Waker handles it with the Tingle Chart translations, which is also exorbitant sums of money. And the way that you earn it in each of these different games on how you farm it is a lot different. It's fascinating to look at how well they've improved over the years. Just aggro him, Stone Mask, and he'll never bother you. I love these mask combinations. Because yeah, I think in Breath of the Wilds, the most rupees I ever needed, or the most rupees I ever had on hand was like, it must have been well over the 100,000 mark, I'm pretty sure, which is the most for any Zelda game I've ever played. Then you compare that with like, yeah, you compare that with like Twilight Princess, you can only get a maximum of 1,000, but they actually have a way to consume money with that piece of armor, the magic armor. Oh man, even in Age of Calamity, I remember thinking to myself that like I don't have nearly enough money for my stuff. But as it turns out, if you know which proper merchant to sell from, you're gonna be swimming in money before you even know it. And it does get to a point where I actually have more rupees than I know what to do with in that game, since I've maxed everyone out by buying all their levels. 404, that's a good sign. That's a very good sign. It's a very good sign for this 4th stream. This should be the last run, and then we should have enough to buy the mask. which is only available on the third night? As I recall, it's only available on the third night, so it's good. Making our way. And I think that would be the perfect way to end the stream too, just getting that mask that we spent so much time trying to get. We were able to get so much done in terms of side content, and I'm not sure if... Because, like, there's a lot of content waiting for us in, like in the Ikana segments. There's, like, a lot of stuff that I remember happening, but if we started off with the castle and the Gibdo maze, I think it should be okay. I think we should be able to do all in one go. It would just need to be a little bit longer than usual. Yeah, you know what? That's an idea. That's that is a possibility. I think next week might end up being the last one, so we'll try our best to hype it up so that more people can be there for it. I think that would be a great way to send it off. Ah, man. Thing is, though, like, this is a problem that would have also happened on the Switch as well, is that sometimes the Switch just boots you out. Like, a software has occurred. A software error has occurred. Stuff like that. So it's not completely abolished. It's not completely dispelled in our world. It still blights our games. I'm thinking about that freeze, and I'm like thinking of like all the different Cassandra voice clips that I could potentially use. Just specifically for that freeze, I think that would be a great way to do it. It's a really fun thing to think about. Okay, here we go. And now we wait. Actually, let's try opening it now. Anyways, yeah, you know what, while we're waiting, might as well say it. Next week for the stream, we're gonna do the normal thing. I'm hoping it's the last one that we do before beating the game, because I think, yeah, like there is the Gibdo maze that we could quickly get through, then Ikana Castle, and then Ikana Tower itself. Because, like, this is like the last of the side contents, I'm pretty sure. We have 4 more masks waiting for us. No, 3 more masks after we get this. And those 3 masks are the Gibdo mask, the Giant's mask, and... Oh wait, no, we're missing one, aren't we? Which one are we missing? Oh, yeah, no, literally, yeah, 2 more masks. Yeah, so it's literally the Giant's mask and the Gibdo mask, which are both required to progress with the game. So after we do that, I think we're just gonna finish the game at that point, which is good. Yeah, no, it'll be interesting. I think I have a couple of ideas of how we can go about doing that. I know I said I want to 100% this game, and I still do, but it might end up being off-stream, though. Yeah, I'll probably look at off-stream 100% of this game. But, yeah, I think number 5 is going to be our last one. That's nice. It took us approximately just under, like, assuming the next stream takes like 4 or 5 hours, it would mean that this game took us about 20 hours to beat, which is nice. I'm used to thinking that this game was so much longer, but I think a lot of it is just like taking it all in. So yeah, let's see. I mean, other than that though, I mean, like, there's a lot of extra content that's available, and I'm probably just gonna do that on my own time using this file. Like, this is kind of like my excuse to get back into this game again, and then just from time to time I'll drop back in, clear some stuff out, maybe have some updates. I think in the video that I make, using the different clips of this game is going to incorporate that, so that's nice. Can't wait. It's a different kind of video, and I have a lot of ideas, and who knows, maybe in the next... Because, like, we actually had some pretty good clips for this one that I want to share. Obviously, there was the one lucky gal moment, but also just the idea of, like, getting everything together and kind of just encapsulating the entire experience. I think that's kind of what my goal was for Majora's Mask. And who knows, maybe it might become a habit. Maybe I'll do that with a bunch of other games that I end up playing. Oh, that was a mistake. Well, I need this anyway. Oh wait, I made a mistake. I needed to get the I need to save Lady first. Is that iron knuckle armor in the back? Oh, okay, sorry. That was I completely forgot about that. I need to save the lady. Okay, do you know what? I'll begin the next stream with us getting the mask. How about that? Yeah. Man, what a goof. So many goofs. I totally forgot about that. Forgot that was a thing. Okay, we'll deposit this cash. I totally forgot that I had to save the lady. Okay, last save of the day. Okay, so I guess that's how we're gonna begin next week. Is just beginning with us doing that. Alright. So, guys, thank you very, very much for joining me today on the stream of Majora's Mask. Next week, we are going to try to beat this game. We're going to do it all in one fell swoop, so get yourselves prepared, get yourselves mentally prepared, because we are going to descend the final frontier of madness. That is Majora's Mask. Thank you very, very much again. I love playing this game a lot, and it's going to be really, really fun to see it all pay off next week as we get the last of the masks. It'll be great, I promise. Anyways, goodbye, everybody. Thank you very much for joining. I appreciate it.